Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hoy hablamos del verbo ir, the verb to go. Mientras que miras el video, por favor, mira en completa la página 6 en el paquete. Cuando ves este símbolo, hay algo en el paquete que necesitas escribir o hacer. Let's start with the basics. The verb ir means to go in Spanish. Something that a lot of kids do, and I want you to watch out for, is not to confuse this word with the ending IR. There are IR endings and there's the verb ir. Anytime we're talking about the IR ending, you'll see a little dash in front of ir. If you don't see that little dash, we're probably talking about the verb ir, which means to go. In the present tense, ir is irregular, so it does not follow the normal conjugation patterns for a verb. 8th grade is the year of irregular verbs. So this is just the first one you are going to be learning, but throughout the year you are going to learn a bunch that actually don't follow those normal patterns that you learned in 7th grade. Note that, except for the yo form and the lack of an accent mark on vosotros, the endings are actually the same as verbs that end in AR. You might think they're using IR endings because it looks like an IR verb, but it's just completely irregular. So now let's look at a verb chart. The verb ir, again, means to go. I go is yo voy, you go, tú vas, you formal go, usted va, he goes, él va, she goes, ella va. We go, nosotros o nosotras vamos, you all go, in Spain or parts of South America, vosotros, vosotras vais, and you all go, ustedes van, they go, ellos, ellas van. It's very easy to see the irregularities of the verb ir when you look at the verb chart. You can see there's a V at the beginning of the verbs. Also, there's a Y in the yo form and a dropped accent on your A in vosotros. Also, you see the AR endings for what looks like an IR verb. Okay, now you know how to conjugate the verb ir, let's figure out how to use the verb ir. This verb can be used to talk about two things. You can talk about where you are going, in which case you are going to use a place, but you can also use it to talk about things you're going to do in the future. So what are you going to do? That would be a verb. When you use ir to talk about going to a place, you're going to form the sentence by conjugating ir and then adding a place. However, in English, you wouldn't say, I go the store. You would add to into your sentence. So in Spanish, the way you say that to is by adding an a. So if you were trying to say, I go to the store, you would not say, yo voy la tienda, you would say, yo voy a la tienda. Cuidado. Just like you learned in 7th grade, when you have de plus l, you squish them together to make del, a plus l does the same thing. So if you were going to a place that's masculine singular and uses l, you would need to change it to al. Por ejemplo, yo voy al museo. I'm going to the museum. All of the others are normal though. So a plus la stays a la, a plus la stays a las, and a plus lo stays a los. Por ejemplo, nosotros vamos a la piscina. You do not need to squish a and la together. Now for the exciting part, and maybe it's just because I'm a Spanish nerd, but you guys now can talk in 2 different tenses. You already know how to talk in the present tense, but this ir plus a plus infinitive that I'm about to teach you is also going to allow you to talk about things that are going to happen in the future. To do this, you are going to use, like I said, the construction ir plus a plus infinitive. Por ejemplo, él va a leer el periódico. Or ellos van a pasear por el pueblo. These are both things that aren't happening right now, but are going to happen. So he is going to read the newspaper. They are going to walk around the town. Okay, es todo. That's all I have for you. Muchas gracias. Por favor, completa el Google form que sigue. And if you have any questions, make sure you seek me out to get your question answered.